so much Botox. My heroes have always been cowboys. Actually, just one cowboy, and that's Willie Nelson. I don't totally know why, but I lay at least partial blame to Columbia House Records. Do you remember how we used to be able to get 6 CDs for a penny? Back in the good old days, before parental supervision and credit checks, it was all too easy to apply. The only problem was that their selection was limited. And that's how I became the only 10-year-old I knew listening to Pancho and Lefty. But even back then, I knew his writing was so good. I loved listening to my portable boombox songs like Almost Busted in the Radio, but for reasons that I'd rather not disclose. But if you're leaving in a motel there and you just don't leave nothing in your clothes. Or simply picking up hookers instead of my pen. Honestly, the rap songs my friends were listening to were probably cleaner, despite all the parental warnings everybody yipped about back then. My love for Willie was cemented when I was 12 years old. I was in Laughlin for the weekend with my best friend. We were given $10 and a meetup time so her parents could be left alone to gamble. Of course, we took the money and pocketed it and went exploring. Willie happened to have a show that night, and we wanted to sneak a peek. Our plan was simple. We were just gonna pull doors at the arena and see if one opened. Literally, the first door opened.
Wow.
We got kicked out in less than a song, but laughed our butts off the rest of the night about our adventure, and he's been my go-to guy ever since. How much do I love Willie, you ask? Well, my twin sister Rebecca and I orchestrated and produced a 30-kid act at our 8th grade talent show of We Are the World, just so we could be Willie Nelson and Kenny Rogers, respectively. I still remember I had the braids. I wore my mom's green flannel Eddie Bauer pajamas. God, I wish I could remember who Dionne Warwick was. Or Hall & Oates. Can you imagine being Hall & Oates at a talent show? This may be strange, but I always knew what I'd say to him if I ever got the chance. Willie, I've loved you since I was a little girl. Thank you for your music. And I danced to you at my wedding. Every summer we go to a concert, and I'd say these lines in my head over and over again, kind of like in The Princess Bride, you know, when he goes, "My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die." I just wanted to be ready. The first time I got this close to meeting Willie Nelson was at the first Stagecoach Festival. The crowds were very light and so was security. Willie was a headlining act. I spent the entire show on the shoulders of a stranger, cheering wildly, peeing just a little as I cheered. And after Willie took his final bow, I saw that people were being escorted to the backstage, which was really just beyond a chain link fence. I didn't have a plan, so I just did what I did when I was 12. I was gonna walk until somebody stopped me. So I got to the chain link fence. Nobody stopped me. I got to his tour bus. We all know it's called the Honeysuckle Rose. Nobody stopped me. I met his nephew, nice kid. Nobody stopped me. It wasn't until my feet were literally on the tour bus floor that I got some pushback from his tour manager, who incidentally I had recognized from the news. He had just gotten arrested for pot the week before. Because remember, pot used to be illegal. I made some joke that made him laugh and said to call the cops. And then his voice turned to business. "Tell you what," he says, "I'll play you a game. It's called Titty Bingo. If you win, you can stay on the bus. But if you lose, well, you have to go." Titty Bingo wasn't a game I was familiar with. However, I knew I was wearing a shelf bra, the likes of which you'd see in a middle school locker room, and I'd been sweating all day in the Palm Springs sun. Titty Bingo wasn't a game I was going to win. And so, I escorted myself off the Honeysuckle Rose just as gracefully as I could. But I got another chance about 6 or 7 years ago. I saw that Willie was playing at a fundraiser up in Hollywood. The tickets were very expensive. They were a tax write-off. And besides, it was now or never. I mean, Willie and I weren't getting any younger. The afternoon of the gala, my sister and I were eating sliders with A- and B-listers like Jessica Simpson, Zach Braff, Brian Austin Green, all of Dawson's Creek. The B-listers got to pick sunglasses out of the sunglasses stand, but not us. But when I was at the sunglasses stand, I noticed that the red carpet was right behind it. This became our de facto stakeout spot. We would buy time trying sunglasses on over and over and over. This really irritated the shop girls because we were blocking access from real celebrities, and I think she thought we were stealing. No matter, we didn't budge. When I was trying on cat eye lenses for like the 5th time, who did I spy on the red carpet but the red-headed stranger himself? It was time to make our move. We had to walk quickly, but not be creepy. Luckily, nobody was around except for James Caan and a few handlers. And luckily, there was a red light, so he had stopped. We were able to catch up. When I got to the light, I said, "Willie." His handlers tried to hurry him along, but Willie turned back to me. The rest of this story comes from outside of my head, but I gotta tell him what I had rehearsed. And at that moment, he hugged me. Willie Nelson freaking hugged me. Woo-hoo! The concert started a few minutes later, and I was a foot from him, just cheering, singing wildly. It was no bigger of a stage than where we are tonight. Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers was playing drums. And I knew he was familiar, but I thought he was Will Ferrell because remember, I didn't listen to popular music growing up. But I kept looking at Flea and saying, "Can you believe it? It's Willie Nelson." Flea couldn't believe it either. And then, in a moment that's beyond dreams, after his final song, Willie Nelson flung his bandana at me. Oh. This is a move he does at every concert, which in no way minimized the impact. I swooned like a bopper at a sock hop. Meeting Willie Nelson was one of the greatest nights of my life, and I will always have this to remember him by. So I'll end this like I end every concert, and I'll just say, "Long live Willie Nelson!" Yeah.